This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
So glad to have you here on this Thursday. We got a great show coming up for you, lined up, ready to go. I was in the kitchen. You know, I love baking.
Yes.
Cooking is okay, but baking is kind of my thing. And I made some gluten-free cookies.
Oh.
And I should bring them in. They actually turned out pretty good because, you know, my wife is all about trying to stay healthy.
They're not dry?
They're not dry at all, no. But here's the thing. I was like, wow, it's kind of like that Seinfeld episode about the fat-free yogurt. You know? Okay, but for when you have gluten-free cookies, they taste great because they double up the sugar.
Of course they do.
I didn't realize, I didn't know
and all
that.
the extras you add in there.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to, I'm not going to be one of those crazy gluten people, but I am trying to back off my gluten. But anyway, it got me thinking. I wanted to find out how much people eat during this time of year.
Okay.
There was a candy company that did a survey, and they surveyed 2,000 people. This is what they found, that the average person between now and the end of the year will eat 26 cookies, have about 25 pieces of candy, 13 pieces of cake, 12 slices of pie, 13 brownies, and if you're Matt's friend, times that by 8. But
yeah,
but not those kind of brownies.
You got an extra.
Oh, the brownies, yeah.
And 13 cupcakes as well.
Oh my
So now, is that
God.
anywhere near what you would do this holiday season?
I don't think that I would, but I mean, gosh, I've never really kept track.
Well, holiday
it's very
parties
possible,
and people bringing in
yeah.
stuff.
Right.
And, yeah.
And you're grazing and you don't realize
You're always
it.
grazing, you
Yes.
don't 100%.
Oh,
So
that's
just keep
terrifying
that in
to me.
mind. If you kept a journal of what you're going to eat this season until
Maybe
the
that's
end
not
of
a
the
bad
year,
idea.
you'll probably realize
And
you
you're
eat
wondering
more.
why things are a little bit tight around the midsection. You're like,
automatic.
oh, I didn't realize I ate 16 cupcakes in 2 weeks.
Right.
I'm in denial. Well, a foreign student was excited about the idea of moving to Florida for college when she applied to Miami University. The 19-year-old imagined she would be spending her days lounging on the beach in the Florida sunshine in between her classes. However, as an international student, she wasn't able to visit the school in person before applying. So when she received an acceptance letter from Ohio, she was a little bit confused. At first, she thought maybe Ohio was a district or a county in Florida, but after a quick Google search, her beach fantasy came to a screeching halt when she realized she was accepted to Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. She ultimately accepted the offer and moved to the Buckeye State from Southeast Asia.
It's a cool place. I know they have, we went out there one time in Oxford. It was homecoming week and such, and it's a quaint little university. It's actually really nice.
One of the oldest ones in the U.S., right?
Indeed, right. And you don't think, you think after this, there are marketing problems going on. You call them Miami University and University of Miami, two different big things, two different places. But the folks at Miami University will let you know that they've been around longer than University of Miami.
What should have told her was the white powdery stuff on the ground was different from the one Miami she was going to.
Well, yeah, there is,
that's
there is a lot of
difference.
There's a big difference, you're right.
All right, we go a little further south. You go to Alabama, where a woman born with 2 uteri, and you learn something today. If you have more than one uterus, it's a uteri.
Uteri, thank you.
She is now pregnant with a girl in each one. Her name, Katie Hatcher, and she and her husband, Kelsey Hatcher rather, and her husband are already parents of 3 kids, all under the age of 8 years old, by the way.
Oh my
This spring, she learned that she was pregnant again. Kelsey's 2 uteri have their own cervix, and her pregnancies are considered high risk. A double uterus is a rare condition that occurs as a female fetus develops. Sometimes the 2 small tubes that form the uterus don't join completely to create one large organ. Kelsey's uteri could contract at different times, and she could give birth to each daughter at different hours or even different days. Doctors don't even know whether to categorize the dual pregnancies as twins because each baby has its own placenta. And to make it even neater and cooler and odd, all at the same time, the babies are due on Christmas Day. It's a Christmas miracle.
That's right,
So we wish her the best and all this. But how crazy is that to know that you're kind of a twin or you're not, but you are? I mean, it'd be really an odd situation.
Could they be considered fraternal twins?
And that's another thing. Even if the term twins in the first place is like, well, my sister's was born 2 days after me, but we're not twins. Or we are twins, but we were born two days apart.
You were reading the story, but there was a picture of the husband, and his eyes were like, oh my God, what have I got myself
I'll have
into?
to look back. Well, yeah, and again, they have 3 other kids, so now they have 5 kids, all under the age of 8 years old. So that is going to be a busy, busy month.
Yeah.
All right, coming up on The Flash, we're talking to Dr. Malika Carey about her new movie, The 3 Corners of Deception. There she is. Folks, the drama is at an all-time high.